what are the recalls for the 10th generation Honda Accord? And I'm hoping there's not any additional recalls to come in the future. So the 10th generation spans model year 2018 to 2022. In that short span of time, there has been a number of open recalls. Some of them are pretty big safety concerns. nhtsa.gov. On this website, you can put in your license plate or your VIN or year, make, and model. Let's try it out with ours. There are 5 recalls for both. There are 3 investigations for the hybrid and 2 for the Honda Accord. It also identifies the number of complaints and the manufacturer communications. Let's take a look at the 5 recalls for the non-hybrid. We have a fuel pump recall, a seatbelt buckle recall, another fuel pump recall, a BCM software malfunction recall, and then another fuel pump recall. Soon after purchasing my 2019 Honda Accord, I did have the BCM software malfunction recall completed. So it says here, various system malfunctions such as inoperative windshield wipers, defroster, rear view camera, or exterior lighting can increase the risk of a crash. These recalls are all safety centric. We have here the campaign number, manufacturer, components impacted, potential number of units affected, so 737,000 vehicles. We have a little bit of a summary here, the remedy, then it gives some notes down here, provides associated documentation. The next recall, and that would be the seatbelt buckle may not latch. So let's open this one up and look into this in a little bit more detail. An unlatched seatbelt cannot properly restrain the seat occupant during a crash, increasing their risk of injury. So safety related issue, and I did experience this with the driver's seat. So my seatbelt in driving the car, I would buckle the seatbelt, or at least I would think that it was buckled, and on occasion find that it would just, I don't know, it wasn't fully latched and it would come undone. Now, how many times did this happen? Definitely more than 5, less than 10. I know that doesn't tell you too much, but all it really needs to happen is once at a time when I really need that seatbelt. So I did bring this in, and after having the recall addressed, did not experience any issues since then. In which the engine can stall while driving. Now personally, I have not had any issues with my fuel pump. I did receive the notification of this recall. I received it some time ago. However, part of that notification did indicate that Honda did not have the parts for the repair and I had to wait. And only recently did I receive a letter stating that the parts are in and I can bring my car in to have the recall addressed. Look at this, 2.5-ish million vehicles. It does seem to run the gambit of different products. That could be why there's 3 entries here. That one was 2.5. This one was only 600,000, and the first one was 135,000. Is the OEM website. If you scroll all the way down and to the right, you'll find under Owners Safety Recall, in which you can look up your vehicle either by VIN or year and type. Now here I think it looks a little bit more because they have broken it down between the 1.5 liter, the 2 liter, the hybrid, and that may just make it appear as though there are more recalls than what we had noticed in the nhtsa.gov website. So what that is what they are looking into that could potentially result in a recall. So currently, there are 2 investigations for the 2019 Honda Accord. One started in February 21st, 2022 for inadvertent automatic emergency braking, and then again in April 15th of 2024. Let's open this up. We'll take a look at some of the details here. And as you read through that at your leisure, I have experienced this. So I have, like many people that I've heard, with the automatic braking system, the collision mitigation braking system to be more specific, it is supposed to sense when there's an object, call it a vehicle or a pedestrian that is in front of you, and start applying the brakes. That is something you can adjust within your menu screen, how sensitive it is. And I have mine on the least sensitive, and for the most part, I don't have any issues. But every once in a while, especially when I'm on a highway, I'm using cruise control and I'm going around a bend, so not a straight road, the car will sense the vehicle next to me and respond by applying my brakes, which is incredibly annoying at best and surprising, shocking, and a little scary at worst. That is something that I'm not surprised that they're looking into, and quite surprised that they haven't issued a recall for that. If you're having an issue with your car and you're wondering, okay, I looked into it, there's not a recall on it, but I'm having a lot of issues, you can go in here and look it up and see if these issues have been identified by others, and if so, if there is a communication that Honda corporate has published to the dealers in which they identify what the issue is and a fix for the issue. So let's just take a look at seats. We'll click on seats here. There's 5. Again, they all look to be the same, but have different dates. We'll just pick the first one up here. In this case, there's a whining squeak or squeal type noise coming from the driver's seat frame when adjusting the seat. You can open it up and see what products and their model years that are affected. And a lot of times you'll see an associated document, which sometimes will even highlight what the fix is. So here's your symptoms, possible cause, corrective action, the materials needed, warranty claim information. So this is nice because if you are experiencing an issue that you would like to be covered under warranty, go search it out here to see if you can find it here, because if you don't and you go to the dealership, they may just deny service, either legitimately not being aware of the widespread scale of the issue, or maybe they are and they just don't want to cover it. But if you can go find your issue and identify that it is part of a TSB, and maybe even print out that PDF and bring it to them, they should be more willing to fix that under warranty for free. Let me know what your experience have. Did you actually have a fuel pump failure on your Honda Accord? Did you have any issues with the BCM? Do you have any issues with your car that are identified under the technical service bulletins that you weren't aware of, that now having access to this information, you're going to take it back to Honda to see if they'll address? With that said, I think we're done for today. I want to thank you very much for joining, and until next time.